Okay, so let's get into now inkjet, the cartridges in other words, or ink tank, which means you have to fill it. But before we go into any of that, what happened to laser? Is that being ruled out completely now? It's still fast, it's still effective, it's not that expensive.
I think this really is all about those who want to print pictures, not keeping them only in their mobile phones with their 24 megapixel cameras.
People
and
want
selfies.
to print pictures?
Selfies. Everybody wants
to print pictures.
Everybody. Literally.
When's the last time you printed a picture?
You know that I have very young children, so most of my ink tank is used up by my daughter, who prints every project. And I really want to appeal to all schools. On the one side, you're telling us to be, you have these green plans, conservation, think about the environment. And each project, at a bare minimum, schools, if you're hearing me, is about 60 pages. Out of which 55...
And all of them are color pictures which have to be done.
55 are printed.
So school projects, yes, there's an entire school
but
project
can I just
mode.
say, I'm giving a huge... You always say, here's a great advice. I wish I could patent it. I'm giving one patent idea. Don't call them inkjet, don't call them ink tank, call them school project printers. You will sell a ton of them. Parents will pick it up like they're free, because this is the greatest big cost for parents who actually have children who go to school. School project printers.
You're not giving me an idea. I'm thinking of 2 or 3 other patents that can possibly come up in the field. Okay, can I go and come back?
Yeah, go. And don't come back.
So Epson and others have had ink tanks for a while. Now HP, one of the largest companies, printer companies in the world, getting into it also. And they say it's simple, it's easy to use, and actually it brings down the cost a lot. So what's putting it through its paces?
Dramatically. So what we're going to do is this. So we've got 2 HP printers, the new ones that they've released. We will try it out in terms of the paper quality, the print quality, but we'll also test that point. Are they fiddly or are they easy when you get to the refill point?
So how fiddly it is, that's the crucial metric, and let's see what we can come up with.
Perfect.
Before we begin our review of HP's new Inktank 419 wireless printer, let's start with the basics. An Inktank printer may be expensive initially, but the running cost is lesser as you just need to refill the ink and you can get quantity printouts. Ideal if you take frequent printouts or have project work. Inkjet printer costs lesser, but you do end up spending more on cartridges. Laser printers are most effective. It does not blend colors as well as others, but are ideal for an office setup. HP has 2 new wireless printers, 415 and 419, and we have the 419 with us for review, which is mainly for home usage. It is fairly well sized and would require a fixed spot on a desk. The all-in-one packs in features for a copier, scanner and printer. The process to fill in the ink is fairly simple, and no, it's not messy. The right has the tray for the ink tanks. All you gotta do is open the bottles and fit them upside down. There are 3 colored ink bottles and 1 is black. This refill process is much simpler and spill-free, as you do not need to squeeze the bottle or exert any kind of pressure. There is an LCD display panel that pops up any notifications and settings. For the setup, on your phone you require the HP Smart app and the HP Service Plug app. Once your phone and the printer is connected to the same wireless network, you can print any document or image on the go. For images, it supports different file formats including JPEG, TIFF, BMP and PNG. You can also scan any document and get it directly on the phone. You get easy access to save an image or document on the cloud or directly email it across. To print from a laptop, install the required software and connect it using a USB cable. The company claims that with the 419 printer, you get around 8,000 colored pages or 15,000 black and white at one go. The images too are said to be fade and water resistant and long lasting. The HP 419 wireless printer is priced at under 15,500 rupees. And if you run out, then each ink bottle costs about 499 rupees.
But let's move from printers to appliances. An Indian summer, which we've been enduring, and a particularly hot summer, you keep looking for new projects. So Dyson, when they came to India, everyone got very excited about their fans, and it's a new way of doing it. but they have a whole new range of appliances.
Yeah, I think Dyson really has been one of those companies, I would say, I mean, you do know they're called the Apple of home appliances, and for a reason. They make great looking products, they have a lot of innovation, and it's really about the fan technology that makes the difference. So whether it's a vacuum cleaner, or it's their fan, or it's
the air blades that you have everywhere,
or a hairdryer, everything inherently is about that motor and the fan technology. So Sugandha blew all the way, not flew all the way, blew all the way to the Dyson factory in Singapore to really find out about
and
that
this
tech.
time, this is one junket which we actually might be interested in seeing what the outcome was.
Yes, really. We really want to know.
We went to the factory. Let's just take a look. This is the home of high-tech appliances. Let's see what Sugandha found.
Rajiv, Vikram, I know that you're excited about this story, but believe me, I'm far more thrilled to be here. I'm at Dyson Singapore Technology Center. Now, this is where the search for the Holy Grail begins. This is where all the researchers and their engineers sit together, conceptualize and ideate all the different products that they have over here. A whole lot of tests are carried out here to make sure that the products that you use are the finest and the most innovative.
The Singapore Technology Centre is a part of Dyson's £2.5 billion investment in future technology. And I got a chance to explore their new laboratory facility where their core technologies are developed. My first stop was the acoustics lab.
Now, this has got to be one of the most eerie rooms that I've ever been to. There's complete silence over here, absolutely no echo, and it's really odd being here for more than 1 minute. There are about 10 microphones all around me, and this is where the acoustics of different Dyson products is tested. Each product is placed about 2 meters away from the microphones to make sure that all the products sound absolutely fine when you're using them.
With great power comes not just great responsibility, but often a lot of noise associated with the powerful motor. Dyson has developed the acoustic chambers to test and reduce the overall noise of their machines. This semi-anechoic sound room has foam wedges that absorb sound waves when they hit them. There are a set of 10 microphones to capture the total noise created by the machines when placed at the center of the chamber.
Now, here I am in the connected studio. Now, as you can see, it's been done up like a home. They've got a very comfortable couch over here, a very soft bed over here. Now, the reason for this is they want to test all their different products in a proper home-like scenario. How do they work? What are the problems that it's facing? And what all can be done to improve on it? So, let's find out what all goes on here.
With cameras, sensors and bots all around, this room is where the engineers monitor their machines and the working under different situations. For instance, the machine detects ultra-fine particles and uses their laser to measure what they are and how to react.
The important thing about this lab is not really about what we have now. This is more on the future. So we encourage the engineers to spark their ideas, to innovate any crazy ideas for the future, so that we can keep improving our smart home machines.
Now, I've been to science centers, R&D labs before, but for the first time ever, I am in a hair performance lab. Yes, the Dyson Supersonic hair dryer that has been developed, extremely popular. This is where all the tests for it are carried out. In fact, during the development of the hair dryer, 15,000 kilometers of hair was actually tested. So let's take a look at all that happens behind the scenes.
In the hair lab, different samples of actual hair from across nationalities, continents, races and countries is used to test the performance of the supersonic hair dryer. In one of the machines, the hair sample is made to move and the supersonic is switched on to dry it. The time taken and the efficiency is monitored through this for different hair types. The hair is weighed regularly at different times to ensure that it is not damaged. Hair types differ from one to the other when it comes to quality and texture. So for a more universal system, cloth is sprayed with drops of water and made to dry using the Dyson's hair dryer or maybe even a competitor's dryer. And after all these tests, the final Dyson Supersonic hair dryer is developed which is an almost noise-free hairdryer and enables quick drying with no damage to hair.
Rajiv, Vikram, yes, I've truly enjoyed my time right here in Singapore, visiting the Dyson Centre, got to see all that happens behind the scenes, all the kind of tests that they go through before the final product is made. And really, honestly, I just can't wait to see what else and what's next by Dyson in the next coming few months.
Sugandha, actually that factory was really interesting, but I'm just somewhat curious, why is it looking suspiciously like you're in Singapore there pretending to work, but that looks horribly like a restaurant? Is it a bar?
Not horribly, actually pretty beautifully looks
is it
like
a restaurant? Is it a
I
bar?
think it's a bar.
Sugandha, where exactly are you?
No, Vikram, I'm not at a bar. Come on, you have to believe me. I came all the way to Singapore not to go to the bar. This is the Dyson Centre.